Now, as we've been discussing this morning, the UK is officially in recession, news which will have had a significant effect on small business owners.
Earlier on, we heard from a fishmonger in East London who's told us how his business is feeling the pinch.
With prices, I would say probably about a 10% increase. But what the problem is that when suppliers up their price, I obviously have to up the price. But what consumers aren't understanding is that they think you're making more of a profit because you're charging a higher price. But I'm only getting charged more. So I'm making the same amount of profit, but I'm getting charged more by the supplier.
Well, our Talk Today correspondent Nick Ellaby is still out and about in East London, and we found out from Nick in the last segment that he in fact can fillet a whole fish because he was a fishmonger. What are you doing now?
Good morning, Jeremy. I'm now working for your programme on TalkTV. I have to say, it's definitely better than working behind a fish counter. I smell better, and I'm out and about a bit more. Obviously, love doing this for you. Great clip there from George at the fish market this morning talking about how this recession is affecting him. I've also just met a guy called Tim Beaver. He's got his own digital marketing business. Tim, how is this recession we're going into? How is this affecting... Oh, we've got his dog Flash here, by the way. I should introduce Flash. Morning, Flash. How is this economic situation affecting your business going into 2024?
Well, going into 2024, it's definitely a more challenging kind of environment. Clients are spending less money. They're pulling spend from external consultants. They're kind of hiring internally, and they're looking at ways to save money. They're really squeezed. Also, media budgets are kind of dropping. We had a really kind of fantastic time around COVID, you know, and after COVID, spend kind of increased. But it just feels like ever since then, there's been a bit of a slow puncture on the economy, and it's kind of it's tough out there at the moment for not only business owners like myself, but contractors as well.
Are you worried about your business?
I think digital marketing, we're fairly kind of recession-proof, but at the moment, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about my business. I lost 2 big clients, and you know, I'm okay, but yeah, it could be loads better. I've never known it like this in the last 10 years I've been in business.
Tim, thank you very much. Tim Beaver with his digital marketing business, definitely concerned about this economic forecast. We're just outside a bagel shop, a historic bagel shop, actually. This place has been shut down. It looks like by the bailiffs. There is a notice on the window here saying that they are trying to open back up and that they're talking about electrical maintenance. But it looks like this place could be gone for good. And then we spoke to a cab driver as well this morning, Danny McIntyre, who said to me that cab drivers are the ones who feel the recession first, before the shops, before the other small businesses. And here's what he told me this morning.
This year, the start of this year has been, you know, just like a normal start to the year, really. I mean, it's traditionally, it's commonly quiet this time of year because all the tourists are at home and they start to come back in around the Easter time. But I'm expecting, hopefully, that the tourists will come back this year. It doesn't seem like any different start to any other, like it was in the pandemic. It can't be any worse than that. So just fingers crossed that hopefully it'll be a good year for the cab trade.
So certainly a certain amount of trepidation and fear in central London about the recession. And if it's like this in central London, what's it like in those regional towns and cities that don't have the same footfall, and also the tourism trade as well? Potentially a very bleak looking 2024 economically for the country, guys.
Nick, you're a great man. Thank you so much. Hardworking as ever. And I thought that gentleman's description of the economy, Rosie, and you just said it to me, was absolutely perfect. The economy has what seems like a slow puncture.
Yeah, it's just fascinating to see sort of the businesses that Nick's managed to find and chat to this morning, their analysis of how the economic situation is hitting their bottom line. And as we were hearing, though, consumer confidence somehow is on the up. So if we keep spending, things may improve over the next year. But I'm no economist. We'll have more on that for you a little bit later.
Right.